Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Your mind is so powerful. You attract to you what you've been thinking about, especially whatever you've been thinking about with emotion. I talked to someone yesterday who talked about how she felt so bad, and sometimes she'd spend days laying on the couch because she had stinking thinking. And if you start to notice that you're so depressed you can't even get off the couch, start monitoring your thinking. Is it stinking, or is it something that you're noticing, that you're feeling better, that you're thinking better, that you're becoming better, that you're starting to do something? You're leaving your procrastination habits behind and starting to actually live, not waiting to live, not hoping that things will change, not wishing that something would be better, but actually taking some steps to change your thoughts, to change the way you feel, to change your actions, and then your whole life will change. Your life is in your hands. No matter where you are now, no matter what happened in your life, you can begin to consciously choose your thoughts and you can change your life. There is no such thing as a hopeless situation. Every single circumstance of your life can change. Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith said, "You attract to you the predominant thoughts that you're holding in your awareness, whether those thoughts are conscious or unconscious." He says, that's a rub. Whether you've been aware of your thoughts in the past or not, now you are becoming aware. You can know that the secret to life is changing your thoughts, changing your thought energy. Everything is energy, and your thoughts are going out into the universe, and they are showing you, your life is showing you, your life is mirroring back to you what you've been thinking. This is one of the laws of the universe. And I want you to become aware of the power that you have through your thoughts. Dr. John Demartini said, if you look very carefully when it comes to this secret and the power of our mind and the power of our intention in our daily lives, it's all around us. All we have to do is open our eyes and look. You can see the law of attraction everywhere. You draw everything to yourself. The people, the job, the circumstances, your health, wealth, debt, the joy, the vehicle that you drive, the community that you're in. You've drawn all of them to you like a magnet. What you think about, you bring about. Your whole life is a manifestation of the thoughts that go on in your head. And this is a universe of inclusion, not exclusion. Nothing is excluded from the law of attraction. Your life is a mirror of the dominant thoughts that you think. All living things on this planet operate through the law of attraction. The difference between you and your pet is that you have a mind that you can discern. You can decide. You have free will. You get to choose your thoughts. And you have the power to intentionally think and create your entire life using your mind. Dr. Fred Alan Wolf, is a quantum physicist, lecturer, and award-winning author, said, "I'm not talking to you from the point of wishful thinking or imaginary craziness. I'm talking to you from a deeper, basic understanding." Quantum physics really begins to point to this discovery. It says you can't have a universe without mind entering into it, and that the mind is actually shaping the very thing that is being perceived. Yesterday, I talked about your mind being the most powerful transmission tower in the universe. Your thoughts are going out into what looks like an invisible ether. You think your thoughts are invisible, but they are powerful. Your thoughts are broadcasting out into the universe what you've been thinking. Your mind thinks thoughts, and the pictures are broadcast back to you as your life experience. You not only create your life with your thoughts, but your thoughts add powerfully to the creation of the world. If you think you're insignificant or have no purpose in this life or not worthy and you have no power, think again. Your mind is actually shaping the world around you. Back in 2006, the amazing work and discoveries of the quantum physicists over the past 80 years had brought us to a greater understanding of the unfathomable power of the human mind to create. The work of the quantum physicists parallels the world's great minds, including Shakespeare, Emerson, Bacon, Krishnamurti, Buddha, Emerson, Carnegie. Bob Proctor said, "If you don't understand the law, that doesn't mean you should reject it. You may not understand electricity, and yet you enjoy the benefits of it." He would say, "I don't know how electricity works, but I do know this. You can cook a man's dinner with electricity, and you can cook the man. It depends on how you use it." When people begin to understand, they become frightened of all the negative thoughts that they have. Dr. Beckwith said, people need to be aware that it has been scientifically proven that an affirmative thought is hundreds of times more powerful than a negative thought. And that eliminates a degree of worry right there. It really doesn't take many negative thoughts and persistent negative thinking to bring something negative into your life. However, if you persist in thinking negative thoughts over a period of time, they will appear in your life. If you worry about having negative thoughts, you will attract more worrying about your negative thoughts and multiply them at the same time. Like my friend with the stinking thinking, she noticed, just like I did, that you start to go down a downward spiral and things get worse and worse and worse. Well, it's time to wake up and notice what you're noticing, changing it, deciding right now that you're going to think good thoughts and proclaim to the universe that all your good thoughts are powerful and any negative thoughts are weak. Lisa Nichols said, "Thank God there's a time delay that all your thoughts didn't come true instantly. We'd be in trouble if they did." The element of time delay serves you. It allows you to reassess, to think about what you want, and to make a new choice. All of the power of the universe is available to you right now. All the power to create the life that you want is available right now, because right now is when you're thinking. You don't have to think thoughts of the past, and you don't have to worry about tomorrow or the future. Worrying is like praying for something that you don't want. If you have had some thoughts that will not be beneficial when they manifest, you can decide right now to change your thinking. You can erase those previous negative thoughts by replacing them with good thoughts. Time serves you because you can think new thoughts and emit a new frequency now. You become aware of your thoughts and choose your thoughts carefully. And you want to try and experiment. Have fun with this, because you are the master of your own life. You can create a masterpiece. One way to master your mind is to learn to quiet your mind. Without exception, every teacher of the law of attraction uses meditation as a daily practice. And I'm not talking about sitting for hours in the mudra position. But if meditation quiets your mind and helps you control your thoughts and revitalizes your body, the good news is you don't have to set aside hours to meditate. You can spend 3 or 5 or 10 minutes a day to begin with, and that can be incredibly powerful for gaining control over your thoughts. To become aware of your thoughts, you can set an intention. I am the master of my thoughts. Say it. Say it out loud. Say it often and meditate on it. I am the master of my thoughts. And as you hold to that intention, by the law of attraction, you must become that. You can create the most magnificent version of you. The possibility of that version of you already exists on the frequency of the most magnificent version of you. Decide what you want to be. Decide what you want to do. Decide what you want to have. And think the thoughts of that. When you decide what you want, not from the point of view of not having it, but in the same frequency of why do you want it? Because you believe in having that, you will feel wonderful. You will feel satisfied. You will feel happy. You will feel joyful. You will feel healthy. You will feel loved and respected. You will feel wealthy. You'll feel abundantly blessed in every area of your life, whatever you decide. And your vision will become your life. Let's take a deep breath in now and imagine what it is that you truly want to be or do or have. You must be before you can do, and you must be before you can do. Must do before you can have. So start to visualize what it would be like, that ideal life that you're yearning for, the love that you would prefer, How does it feel to be loved and cherished, respected, happy, feeling at ease? The law of attraction says like attracts like. So when you think a thought, you are attracting like thoughts to you. Think thoughts of well being, and as you start to express thoughts of well being, more thoughts equal to that come to you. And you can relax and get into the state of being creative, the state of knowing that you are cared for, knowing that divine, infinite love is flowing to and through you. You are like a human transmission tower. The thoughts that you think are like a broadcast station going out into the universe, transmitting a frequency with your thoughts. What are you transmitting? You can change the frequency by changing your thoughts just as easily as you can change the channel on your TV or your radio. Since your thoughts become things and your current thoughts are creating your future life, what would you love to think about the most and focus on in your mind so that it will appear as your real life, your reality? Take another deep breath in and imagine you're already there. You're already that. You've already achieved what you desire. The law of attraction is as impartial and impersonal as the law of gravity. It is precise and exact. Get clear on the picture that you want to be living. Take a deep breath in and imagine you're there. Let's just spend a few moments feeling the vibrational energy of that vision that's come to your mind, that's deep in your heart, whatever you desire. Just enjoy it. Did you have a beautiful vision? Did you get emotionally involved with that vision? Feeling so at ease, happy, content, enjoying. When you embody the vision, when you embody the experience, you turn that energy into an idea, a plan, a strategy. You're going after this. You know what you want. And because you've seen it in your mind, it is the coming attractions of your life. You must believe it and act on it. Take a moment to write down what you saw. If you had a beautiful vision of being on a beach, taking a vacation, being alone somewhere special, or sharing with loved ones, maybe you know that you're going after a new vehicle or the house of your dreams. Maybe you want to sketch it, draw a picture, describe in detail which version you would like. Where would you live? I know someone who lived in Canada who decided he wanted to live in New York City. He's now in a penthouse suite overlooking Central Park because he knew what he wanted and he went out and got it because he wanted it so badly. He decided what it would look like, where it would be, how it would feel to live and work from that place. He designed it in his mind, he wrote about it, and then he got ideas. And as he earned income and decided he was going to move, he just went ahead and did it. It didn't happen overnight. Your dream goal that you think is a someday goal, it could happen overnight. But if you think it's going to take 5 or 6 years, what if it just took 5 or 6 months? How would that feel to be living your goal 6 months from now? Whatever you desire is possible. Bob Proctor would say, if you write your goal down on a card and carry it with you, it must come into physical being. It must happen because you're writing about it, you're thinking about it, you're focusing on it, you're feeling as if it's yours, it's done. As you write, give thanks for it already being yours. Bob Proctor was my mentor, and he would always start with, I am so happy and grateful now that. And then he would write his goal, and he tells everyone to do that because why do you want your goal? Why do you want that picture, that vision? Because you believe it will make you happy in having it, being there, doing that thing. The only reason you want it is because you believe you'll be happier. And if you give thanks for it in advance, you're in the frequency of gratitude. You're in the frequency of attracting to you what you're in harmony with. If you are grateful for it before it happens, it will just naturally become part of your experience. And when you say now that, you believe that it's here. When it's already in your mind, you can be there in at your destination, at the goal in your mind. You can feel it in every cell of your being. And as you think about it and feel as if you're already there, ideas will come to you. Sometimes it's a hunch to do something different, take a different route to work, phone someone, select a particular book off the shelf and read it, make a phone call, create a vision board, do something that will take you to the next step and the next step as you believe that your goal is meant for you and you feel as if it's already done. That gets you into a spirit of knowing that it's yours. And if you were already at your goal, at the destination, doing what you wanted, you already were the person that had the goal, how would that feel? What would you be doing? How did you get there? You can only get there by looking backwards. Decide on the goal, write it down, write about it. Feel as if you're already successful, loved, healthy. And in that energetic vibration, your thoughts will attract more thoughts. And as you spend more time thinking from that place, you will start to act differently. You will start to create that picture in reality. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.